What is up, everybody? Dan Dasilva here, and welcome. Now, today's Facebook ad training is actually all about going out there and using manual bidding and kind of what manual bidding is all about. Now, this is going to be a very basic overview of what manual bidding is and pretty much how you can use it, what the average and maximum absolutely mean to you, what the conversion day windows mean as well, which one you need to use when it comes down to either average or max, and pretty much why use manual bidding. So when it comes down to it, manual bidding is pretty important in regards to being able to achieve results that you couldn't otherwise have when it comes to automatic, unless you have an extremely high daily budget. But even then, I really don't think it would work the same way manual bidding does. So the way manual bidding actually works is you're gonna go out there and try to outbid everybody, because again, how Facebook works is very, very important. It's a bidding marketplace. So let's say we have 5 people in a room, each person paying $1, and they're all bidding for the same impression, the same person, etc. What's gonna happen is the person who's willing to pay the most is gonna have the impression, right? So that's pretty much kind of what's happening over here as well. Not kind of, well, people are bidding for the highest slot. So when it comes down to manual bidding, let me just go up here and delete this, all right? Because this was an example I was creating for the 100K Blueprint members. But essentially, right over here, what we're gonna be working on is optimize ad for delivery, leave it to conversion, okay? Now, conversion window, 7 days click, 1 day click, or what happens is after clicking or viewing an ad. Now, again, we're not gonna be worrying about clicking or viewing an ad as of right now. What we're gonna be focusing on is just 7 days click right here. Now, there's a ton of different ways you can go out there, a ton of different methods you can use, etc. But what I'm gonna click on is manual over here. Now, what they're telling me, and let me just go put in an interest really quickly, okay? So let's just do iPhone 5S, why not, okay? So we have around, if we go and just target the United States over here. So if we go ahead and target the United States with iPhone 5S, we have around 21 million people that we can reach. Now, given that is a pretty big audience. So over here, what we're gonna be working with is manual bidding. Now we have average and maximum. So what does average and maximum actually mean? Well, maximum means how much you're actually willing to pay for every single sale. So if we're going out there and saying, okay, we're only willing to spend $13, Facebook's gonna go ahead and get you sales for the max that you're willing to pay at $13 for every single sale. Now, here's the thing. When you're going out and using average or maximum, Facebook is gonna try to stay under. They'll never go above. Like if you're using maximum and you get like a $17 sale, it's not really gonna count, okay? They're not gonna go ahead and go out there and charge you for that. But if you go out there and pretty much set it to maximum for a sale, they're gonna go out there and charge you, let's say you put $13, they'll charge you that $13 if you get a sale at anything under $13. Let's say you generate a sale for $8, it counts. They're gonna charge you that $8 for that sale. So when you go out there, you're allowed to set the maximum amount you're willing to pay for every single sale, and they will not go over that particular maximum threshold you have. Now, when it comes to average, okay, average is very important. Average can range, let's say you set a, let's just say your average suggested bid is $25, okay, or $24. We'll go with $24.18. They'll never actually go out there and pretty much get you a sale above $24. But what's gonna happen here is the average that happens out. If you get, let's just say 10 sales, those 10 sales, one could be like $10 and the others could be like $1. But again, I haven't done the math really quickly, but if let's just say you get 10 sales, one of them is super high and the others are really low, it's gonna average out. That's why they call average, right? Per purchase, all right? So just keep that in mind right now. It averages out in time, and this works with your daily budget as well. Now, both of these actually work with your daily budget. They work congruently with your daily budget. But when you're going out there in manual bidding, what I suggest you do is pretty much make sure you're actually going and using a higher daily budget of at least $50 to start off with per day. So again, when you're using manual bidding, it allows you to go to the front of the line when in regards to pretty much Facebook ads. Now, it's very important you understand the dynamics behind manual bidding are completely different than automatic. Automatic, you're kind of getting literally placements out there the same way everybody else does, okay? But manual bidding gives you the opportunity to get what everybody else can't get because you're telling Facebook that you're willing to pay more. Doesn't mean you will pay more, it says you're willing to pay more. There's a very, very big difference, right? So you have to look at it as an auction system, a betting system, right? So when you go out there, go ahead and make sure you input the maximum bid, whether you're using maximum or average. Now, when it comes down to it, what I personally like to use is, well, really whatever tries to convert the best, whatever I can get converting the best once I split test between maximum and average. Sometimes I'll actually go and use maximum more than anything, but recently we've been using a lot of average and pretty much setting the average to the to 24, the maximum. Typically the maximum you'll see is like $39 or something like that. But again, I've seen higher, but on average we're looking at like $39 every single sale if you go ahead and pretty much input different interests. Now, if your interests get really small, let's just go over here. If we flex this with like minions, right? Minions. Let me just show you over here. So we have iPhone and then we have minions. We have 1.6 million people. And then the daily budget, okay, for average and max as well, let me just go and take a look, is around $22. Now the kind of the deeper you go, a little bit more expensive it'll be. Not every single interest has the same maximum or average bid amount. So when it comes down to it, that's exactly what I would suggest is whatever they have as the highest suggested, input the highest suggested bid. It's gonna work out really, really well in your favor as well. However, like I said before, this is for those of you that are going out there and pretty much trying to go and not so much new ads. Now, let me talk to everybody who's going to new ads before I continue and finish off what I was gonna say right now. If you're creating a new ads, just stick with automatic and let it run as is, okay? Just go and run automatic based ads for your bidding and Facebook will handle everything for you. But for those of you, and again, I'm continuing off of what I was saying before, who wanna scale up your business, you wanna go out there and pretty much start seeing if you can make more money, all right? Or you can be making more sales with less money than automatic. What I would recommend is going out there and trying average. And if you wanna go out there and you pretty much already know how much you can get away with paying max per sale, input that. Let's say you're able to go out with upsells and everything, your post-sale sequence. In 30 days, one person might be worth $50 to you. So what you can do is you can say, okay, I'm willing to pay a max of $40 for every single sale because in 30 days, I know it's gonna be worth $50 to me. So that's why maximum is there as well. Maximum is very, very powerful. Once you have your post-sale sequence and your upsell series kind of down pat and you know your numbers through 7, 14, 21, and 30-day range, it's really gonna help you make a lot more money. That's when you split test out, and that's something that I'm very, very big into. It's capitalizing off of the sales that we get and maximizing the sales that we get rather than continuously getting one new sale and always chasing our tail. So again, when it comes down to it, this is why it's really, really important you go out there and follow the same strategies if you want to go and dive into manual bidding. Start off with average and then input the highest you can go to, which in my case would be 22, all right, 22.99. And like I said before, it gives you the upper hand over everybody else in this pile trying to go out there and target the same audience that you are. It's gonna put you ahead of everybody, giving you the best impressions. And here's the thing about this, all right? Facebook, what they'll do is pretty much put your ads in front of people who are more inclined to buy. Now listen, the way Facebook actually works, right? The way they're kind of, I'm not gonna say algorithm works because it's not so much the algorithm than anything, but we'll go ahead and say algorithm for our case. What they actually do is they compile people who purchase, right? So again, they track by pixels. So they know, let's just say me, for example, I went and I clicked on 500 ads in 2016. Out of 500 ads, I purchased 50 times and I had a 10% purchase rate. I'm probably gonna get, a 10 out of 10 in a rating system when it comes down to Facebook, and Facebook knows that as well. So what they do is they save their 10 out of 10s for their best advertisers, people who are spending the most money. And when it comes down to it, if you're willing to pay, and again, there's that word again, willing, if you're willing to go out there and dish out $22 for every single sale, you're gonna get those customers. So not only do you get the best customers, you're never gonna actually be charged that much. Now, there are occasions where you actually do get charged that much. But if you're going out there and setting it on average, what Facebook's gonna do is they're gonna try to go out there and get that average sale for you. If you're willing to pay $22.99 average order, they can get you, 3 million different orders, and it's gonna average out to around $22.99 for every single sale that you get for that particular niche. Now again, like I said before, not every sale will be $22.99. There will be sales that you get that are like $4 or $5, and then another one which is like $40, and you're like, what the heck is going on? It averages out, and it would average back out to around $22.99, and that's how it works. Sometimes you get sales lower, sometimes you get sales higher, but if you start to notice that your sales are reaching over that higher threshold, then what you need to do is use the maximum, okay? So go out there and say, hey, look, Facebook, this is the max we're willing to pay you for these particular purchases. Go out there and find us more people like the ones you've been getting us from our purchase pixels, and go out there and actually go ahead and find them with a maximum amount of bounty. It's a bounty on people's heads to purchase. So again, that's manual bidding. Manual bidding is very, very powerful, and this is definitely something I suggest you use as well when you're actually going out there and wanting to scale up your campaigns. Now again, manual bidding is a little bit more advanced. I also like to tell everybody who's just fresh and getting started into this, if you're brand new, if you're a newbie, if you've never created ads before, if you're struggling with ads, stick with automatic. Manual is only there for really people who want to kind of scale up rapidly. Manual will get you results that you will have never ever thought that were possible with Facebook ads. Once you actually hit that home run with the ad, it will literally get you results you would have never thought imaginable. So when it comes down to it, only use manual bidding if you're going out there, you're a little seasoned, you're a veteran in this, etc. But if you're a little bit new as well, just let it run your ad on automatic and let your ad run for $5 every single day with your budget, not with your budget. But again, that's really where I kind of want to leave off this video, is decide which one you are, decide if you're in the newbie column or you're in the intermediate, going to more advanced, and go to manual bidding. If you have that money to spend and you're a newbie, then go for it, go into manual bidding as well. You're gonna get faster results, but you will go and spend more money if this is the first time you're creating ads. So when we go out there and I tell you to use manual bidding, you're gonna wanna start your daily budget at around $50. So if you're willing to dish out $50, 30 days, $1,500 in 30 days just to go out and test multiple different interests, then that's up to you. But again, if you're not willing to go out there and invest into your own business, then what I suggest is sticking with automatic and seeing if your niche can catch on and generically or kind of organically build sales through whatever algorithm Facebook has for you once you start generating sales. So again, I'm gonna leave it off right here. This is all I have to talk about in regards to going out there and pretty much optimizing for manual and automatic bidding. And I'll see you in the next training video.